Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Waller's Wallet, and in this video, we're gonna take a look at a Roth IRA and a brokerage account, and which one should you contribute to first. And while both of these could be useful, one of them has a big advantage over the other, and this can save you thousands of dollars. And we'll also look at how you can use both of these. Now, if you want a simple way to help out this channel, consider hitting that thumbs up button. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn that bell notification on as well so you don't miss out on future videos. Now, saving for retirement is extremely important, whether you want to fire and retire earlier, or maybe you just want to retire at some point in time and enjoy your life. And there are plenty of options to help you invest and save your money. But after you contribute to your 401k and you've gotten your company matched or maybe maxed it out, and you've used other options like the triple tax advantage HSA, should you contribute to your Roth IRA or a brokerage account? Now, with a Roth IRA, you contribute your money post-tax rather than something like a traditional 401k, which you contribute pre-tax. And there are limitations to what you can contribute to a Roth IRA in a year, as well as income requirements. And for 2021, you can contribute a combined total of $6,000 into a Roth IRA and into a traditional IRA. And once you're 50 or older, this increases to $7,000 in a year. And the time period for contribution is actually January 1st until the following April 15th or the tax day for the following year. Then for income restrictions, if you're single, head of household, or filing separately from your spouse, your modified adjusted gross income needs to be under $125,000 so you can contribute the full amount. But as you make more money, the amount of money you can contribute reduces until you hit a modified gross income of $140,000 or more, at which point you cannot directly contribute to a Roth IRA. Then for married couples filing together, your modified adjusted gross income needs to be less than $198,000 to be able to contribute that full amount. And this is going to decrease until you hit a modified adjusted gross income of $208,000 or more, at which point you can no longer directly contribute to a Roth IRA. But even with all the restrictions and the rules, the advantage for a Roth IRA is that your money that you invest gets to grow tax-free. Then when you withdraw on it, you don't pay any taxes on it either. This includes the money that you earn from your investments, and this is fantastic because all that money in your account is your money. Now, you do need to be 59 and a half before you can withdraw on this money without being charged a penalty. But being able to invest your money now and let it do its thing in the market and grow tax-free is great. And it's even better that you get to draw on it later on without paying taxes on it as well, because there are other investment options that you will pay a tax when you do withdraw your money. And this leads us to a brokerage account. Now, brokerage accounts are different from a Roth IRA, and anyone can open a brokerage account, and there are plenty of options to choose from. And you can open a brokerage account with Schwab, Fidelity, Webull, Merrill Edge, and plenty of other platforms as well, although I'd probably avoid Robinhood. And brokerage accounts don't have income restrictions like a Roth IRA to invest your money. So if you wanted to invest $50,000 in the market this year, you can do that. There's nothing stopping you. So if by chance you're someone who makes more money and you can't contribute directly to a Roth IRA, a brokerage account will allow you to still invest your money in the market. And this gives your money a chance to grow and work for you. And you can still invest in stocks, ETFs, mutual funds, and plenty of other options. And unlike a Roth IRA, you still get access to your money without paying a penalty if you decided that you needed it. But with a brokerage account, you will be taxed if you sell off your stocks or funds. And how you would be taxed will depend on how long you had those assets for. If you had them for under 1 year, you're going to be hit with the short-term capital gains tax, and that's going to be whatever tax bracket you're normally in. But if you had those funds for over a year before you sold them, then you're going to be taxed at a long-term capital gains tax rate, which is a lower tax rate than a short-term tax rate. And the rate is going to depend on your income as well as your filing status. So which one should you contribute to first? Now, if you've watched this long, you'll notice there are benefits to both accounts. But if you meet the financial requirements, then you should most definitely put your money into a Roth IRA first, because your money gets to grow tax-free over time. And when you're ready to retire and withdraw on it, you get to withdraw that money tax-free, and that is such a huge, huge benefit. Then at which point, once you've maxed out your Roth IRA and you're still looking to put more money into the market, then I would look to put my money into a taxable brokerage account. But if you're someone who makes too much money for a Roth IRA, then a brokerage account is another option for you. Although there are other methods to get into a Roth IRA if you make too much money, which we can save that for another video. Then another potential reason to choose a brokerage account over a Roth IRA is if you would need to access your money for some reason. Then a brokerage account does give you access to your money without paying a penalty on it, even though you would need to pay taxes on it. And ideally, your money would be in a brokerage account for at least a year to help you reduce your capital gain taxes. And historically, the longer you leave your money in the market, the more time it has to grow. So both options are great and they each serve a purpose for people. But if you are trying to decide which one to start with, a Roth IRA gives you a better tax advantage, which is why I would contribute to that first. And once you max it out, then I would move over to a brokerage account. So tell me, do you even contribute to a Roth IRA? Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in this video. If you want to help support the channel, take a look at the links down in the description below. And if you know somebody that could benefit from this video, feel free to share it with them. And until next time, safe travels and take care.